Hey guys, this is Leah with Scott Leroy Marketing. In today's tip video, I'm going to show you how you can update your client's signing name in DocuSign. So whether you want your client to sign with their middle name or maybe their legal name, but you initially added them into your database with their nickname, I'm going to show you how you can actually update their name in Command for that to sync over to DocuSign for them to sign with their correct legal name. Okay, or whatever you need to change that to. All right, so since creating the transaction, you'll first start that process in Command, right? So you'll add your contact to the database first. Right, now I'll go ahead and pull up a contact that I have, just a test contact here. Right, so whenever you are starting new opportunities in Command or starting new DocuSign rooms, you'll always do that from Command by creating the contact first. And then you'll be able to create the new opportunity, and it will automatically create that opportunity with whatever this client's name says, and that is the name of the client that will autofill into DocuSign and populate into every form that you pull into DocuSign. It's also the default name that your client would be prompted to sign with. Okay, but let's say that you found out that this client needs to sign with their middle initial or, their full legal name. I'm going to show you how you can go ahead and update that in Command to sync that change over to DocuSign right away. All right, so for this client, I do have the DocuSign room already created. Okay, so keep in mind it will automatically, so whenever you start the DocuSign room from Command by clicking Start a Transaction, it will automatically pull over the contact's name into DocuSign. However, this is if you need to go back and change the name and have that update differently in DocuSign on all forms, and for them to sign, this is how you would do so. All right, so the first thing I'll do is go ahead and pull up that contact in my contact database. So I'm in agent.kw.com. Now I'll select the contact section on the left-hand side menu to pull up that contact right away. All right, so I'm going to edit that contact's name by clicking on this pencil icon to the right of the contact's name. That'll allow me to edit that contact. And let's say he needs to sign with their legal name, Barnabas Stinson, and click Save. Okay, so you'll see that updated here. However, when we go into the opportunity in the opportunity details, you'll notice that the name will still be the same in the opportunity details and in the DocuSign details until we sync that over. So to do that, I'll go ahead and click on the opportunity name from the list. So go ahead and click on the opportunity name. You can do that however you're comfortable to open the opportunity details. So I'll see here on the very top left that the contact name did change automatically. Okay, so this is specifically the name that we'll pull into DocuSign once we sync the transaction. So the name of the opportunity, that does not affect their signing name, even if that is the client's name. If you want to change the opportunity name, you can do that by clicking the pencil icon next to general information. You can change that as well. All right, but that doesn't matter technically for the signing name in DocuSign. What does matter, okay, after I've changed that in Command, which I can confirm that was done on the top left of my opportunity here, I then need to click Sync Transaction. And so this is now in the Details tab of your opportunity. It's a newer location. You'll see the option to sync transaction as long as you've already created your DocuSign room, right? Because the first time that you create your DocuSign room, by going to the Documents tab of the opportunity and clicking Start a Transaction, it'll automatically sync all information from Command to DocuSign. However, if you need to update any of that information moving forward, all right, you will need to sync that, because any updates in Command will sync over to DocuSign to update everything for all your forms. Okay, that only works one way. So the sync works from Command to DocuSign to update the information in DocuSign to update on all of your forms and the signing name and so forth. Okay, so it doesn't go both ways. So I want to click on Sync Transaction here. And this will tell me the latest transaction information will be sent over to your connected document managers, in this case DocuSign. Do you want to proceed? I'll click Update. So we'll go ahead and update all of the information. I can see right here, for example, the contact name was edited. So now that I've synced it, if I refresh my page, it'll show that that was synced over. Right, so that's pretty cool. This is newer as well, where it shows like the synced information. So same concept here goes if you add the property information. Right, if it's a listing, you can add the property address on the top right, left here, or buyer opportunities, you can click the pencil icon to add in the property information. So let's say if right now I wanted to go ahead and update the listing, I could go ahead and add in, the address of this property. And then after I do that, I would want to click on Sync Transaction again so that DocuSign receives any updated information from the command opportunity. So you can easily see here what information has been synced over to DocuSign or what's been edited. So now when I do go over into DocuSign, just to show you guys how that works, so I'm going to the Documents tab here, right? You'll always access DocuSign from the Documents tab of your opportunity, especially how you'll start your transaction. And we can click on Go to Transaction to access that room right away, okay, that linked room. So we'll go ahead and sign into DocuSign, which it will prompt you to do the first time of each day. All right, so now I see, if I open the document, that should show the new name automatically. However, if I click on the Details tab specifically in the DocuSign room, okay, this Detail tab is what pulls over from the opportunity. So I do see that the name has been updated there of my client. And the same thing goes, guys, if you're trying to update the client's email address. You can update this directly from the DocuSign room in the Details tab. You can edit this information as well. So if you'd like to just come into DocuSign in the Details tab and click on Edit, that will allow you to edit the contact's name, how they're prompted to sign, how the name displays on the forms. So now by doing this process on every document that I've pulled into my DocuSign room, it will automatically update the client's name. It'll autofill as their full name instead of the nickname that they had, or their new email address, or whatever the case may be. I do want to mention one more thing to you guys that kind of relates. So you'll see the new name does populate here. All right, is when you're pulling the form into an envelope. So once you've edited this entire form and click on Save and Close, I just want to point out where directly the signing name pulls from. So for example, if they go by a certain name, but they need to sign with their LLC name, or they need to sign, in honor of someone else, whatever the case may be, like a trust, for example, I'm going to show you exactly where the signing name pulls from. Okay, so once you have that name updated, okay, you can go ahead and hover over the form and click the check dot on the top left. So if you can select the form, that will then give you this bulk actions toolbar at the very top. Okay, this toolbar will only display once you've actually clicked to check a form. So I can go ahead and click Create Envelope on that bulk action menu. That'll be kind of the center icon. It looks like a pen. And so that'll take me into my envelope where I see the form that I'm sending. So where the signing name pulls from directly in DocuSign is under Add Recipient. You'll have that pre-tagged role as long as you're working with the DocuSign form. So it has that blue icon here. All right, the pre-tagged roles will allow the clients to automatically sign. I'll automatically add the initial boxes to the form. So I can see the client's updated name here as well. Add selected. So we're just adding recipients. But where the signing name pulls from directly is this top field, the name field. So, if they do need to sign with a different name, then, their name is listed on the forms, especially if they need to sign like with an LLC name or a trust name. You can update that there for this name field. And when you click Next and go to the next screen and send this off, so just to show you that, we'll click Next. I'll see that the initial and signature fields are automatically added in. Okay, if that's a DocuSign interactive form, one I could just fill in. And once I click on Send, it'll of course send that off to my client to be able to electronically sign. It will automatically prompt them to sign with that name that we just entered in, right here on the envelope. However, before your client goes to sign that, they would have the option to update their signing name before signing that. And then once they sign that form, however they sign it, that would be how their name will sign for all future documents sent. But they'll have the option to change that from their account as well. So if you guys have any questions on how the signing name appears in DocuSign or how it can be changed, anything of the sort, feel free to email us, support@scottleroymarketing.com. We'd be more than happy to answer any questions and help you overcome any roadblocks with this. All right, I hope this helped, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Take care, guys.